So here we go with continuing with the Madbull 4x4, and the theme of it is going to be Bendy, as in Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine and the Dark Revival. So I'm going to make it look more industrial first and then try and add a few parts, and I've got a couple of good ideas already, and bits I've got off of Thingiverse. So I managed to find an ink machine and shrink it down. There's an ink machine. There's a couple of different types, but I went for this one. And I'm thinking of building that into the back here. Cut out the window and sort of overlapping and building it in and building a floor so it fits in there nicely. I've got to find some other stuff. I haven't found everything I really require, but it takes time to find parts, you know, to use. That is known as a gent pipe, a weapon from the game. I shrunk it down so it's lost a lot of detail because it was reduced in size when I first put it onto the into the cutting software. And then I reduced it down a lot more. And then one of the little things I thought, there's a character in it called the projectionist, and who chases you, and he's like a projector with a headlamp out of sort of a light shining out the front. Though this is not going to be lit, I found a Lego head which I adjusted the size a little bit bigger, and that's the projectionist head. And I thought, if I can make up a bit of a base, I think, and mount it in the original hole, I think that'll make a good headlight using the projectionist head. The biggest trouble with the build's going to be is the paintwork, because we looked up the paint colour, Daniel helped me, and the colours in the game are based on orange, very light orange, and almost to sort of like into a cream, to what it looks to me. So I'm going to do it light and then add in as much lining as possible, which is the part I will struggle with. But we'll see how it goes. The only other thing I'm struggling at the moment is finding a figure to print, which will be suitable. But hopefully I come up with find something we can use. But first of all, I'm going to continue adding more plastic like this, probably up the side and back, and what else I can think up. Well, I've started to make some progress. The rivet bits are on, and the projectionist headlight, fake headlight, is on. I think that's quite cool looking. So that's that done. I've got somewhere couple of vents to fit now. Just got to find somewhere to put them, and then on to other bits. Now I'm moving on with the Bendy build. I've fitted the ink machine. I had to trim out the back to get it to fit as nice as that, but I'm quite happy with it. Now, one of the things with Bendy is the ink machine, it has lots of pipes. So I found this on Thingiverse, where it's a sort of downpipe system or guttering for drains, but it looks like the pipes out of the Bendy game. So I printed off lots of bits. They need cleaning up more, but the point is I can add bits as and when. That one's not been cleaned up yet. And got corner ones, which I've done a lot of those. I've tried some other ones. I've got some S-bends to play with and a couple like this. So they're quite interesting parts. They need a bit more clearing up because I'm getting quite a bit of stringing at the moment with the old printer. It's not been as good since I fitted the new board and had to change the firmware to get it to run right. So let's see what I can make up these pipes and run it into the ink machine and all over the body, because pipes are important. There's the first bit of pipe work. I'm quite pleased with that. Definitely using a lot of elbows, and we put in like an S-bend up and over into it. So now we're going to run one out the side somehow. That's going to be fun. Yeah, it's coming along. At least I like what I'm doing. Now the first lot of the piping's done. Made it crazy looking. Really pleased with it. But I've got to print some more straight pipe because I'm down to basically one piece. So, well, I've got two, but I think I'm going to need more. But I think that looks within keeping. It's not fully in place because it's movable because of some of it will have to be fitted in parts quickly at the end. Some other parts will squeeze on because that part fits on quite well. That does, because you push it in that end first and it goes in the side, and then this bit will glue on separate to the back. Now, much tinkering later with the 3D printed pipes I found, that's what I came up with. Some mad pipe work all over it. Really pleased with how they come out. Took a bit of working out, some bit trickery in places, especially on this one here. But that's that bit finished. Now I've got to just find some more detail bits to just finish it off in other places. Now, in the game there's lots of gears and things. These are not accurate because they're more of a cog gear in the game, really big and bulky, but I couldn't find anything to match and they're too hard for me to design. So what I'm going to do is well, what I decided was use these ones, but they're flat one side. So I made them half as thick as required, and then all you've got to do is weld them in place together into one piece. Then you've got the same both sides. So literally they're half as thick as what they should be, and then twice the amount. Lining up can be a bit of a problem because this one's slightly off, but it doesn't matter. You can't probably see it in the thing, but I can. That's one of the things. So let's get these together and then we'll start mounting them onto the body. There's the gears down one side. I'm happy with that. Now we've got to look at what to put this side. I don't want to put more gears because I've done that, like I said, one side. We've got lots of piping. Like I said, going to have a think. This is the thing with this build. Constantly have to sort of stop and have a think about what can I do next. Like I said, I've got my gem pipe. That can go on the side. If I put that there, that would look quite good there. Still need something here. Yeah, what I'll do is probably drill this through and bolt this on, and we'll see what it looks like. Now I've added one of the gent pipes, and I'm going to add another one on the other side. I'm just waiting for it to print. You can hear the printer running. And then I've just got to think something to put here. I'm not quite sure at the moment, but I'll see what I can come up with, pick out. I might do next. But the thing I'm still stuck on in this build is a figure. So I'll see what I can adjust on what there is available. Now I found the final piece to add to the side of the Bendy build, and it's the axe from the game. Resized because it was huge. I'm going to try and mount it on there, probably with some cable ties. That's why I'm thinking of going. I'm going to try a couple of things first before I show, and this will complete the prep build in this part of the video, and then in the next one it will be the paint and trying to do the artwork. That is a completely different and much harder job. Now I'm trying to think of a new way to fit these with a cable tie without doing two holes. So this is a test rig. I've already done one hole, and what I've done is I've done a bit, I think it's a suitable hole for the a very small cable tie. Make sure I've got both the same size would help. And what the idea is loop it outwards, probably pull it practically completely to the bottom, or almost, and then sort of pull it tight. I'll adjust the hole to suit, but sort of hold it on like that and then use the cable tie bits behind. I might have to loosen the hole a little bit, but I think that'll work, and it looks just a little bit different. You don't see the cable tie end, so that's what I'm going to go with. It's like the first time I've tried this, but it's something different, but I know to loosen the hole a little bit. There we go, the axe is mounted. Like I said, I'm still stuck on the figure, but I've got an idea to try something. It might work, it might not, but that will be seen when the car's completed, because the good thing is it'll be made to screw in here or bolt through, and that's the great thing about this. I can work on it and add to it afterwards without damaging the body while I'm doing the painting. So time to start breaking things down and getting it into primer. But this concludes the construction part of the Bendy and the Ink Machine Madbull.